Welcome to the 5-Minute English Vocabulary Podcast. My name is Herbert Lee, and I'll be your host. Now you can easily improve your vocabulary without memorizing long lists of boring words, and still develop a powerful command of English. You'll learn the origin of words, or etymology, told as easy-to-remember stories. You'll also hear some jokes, and learn some idioms as well. Season 2, Episode 25, Idioms with Animals, Part 1. Today's session is Idioms with Animals. Idioms with animals are common in many languages and cultures. They are phrases that use animal references to convey a figurative or metaphorical meaning. For example, the idiom, "hold your horses," means to be patient and wait, while "let the cat out of the bag" means to reveal a secret. Other popular idioms with animals include the elephant in the room, referring to an obvious problem or issue that people avoid talking about, or a wolf in sheep's clothing describes someone who appears harmless but is actually dangerous. There are countless animal idioms in the English language that add color and depth to your speech. For example, when someone is called a snake in the grass, it means they are untrustworthy or sneaky. Similarly, if you're feeling nervous about something, you may say something like, "You have butterflies in your stomach." And if someone is described as a bull in a china shop, it means they tend to be clumsy and reckless. Other animal idioms include letting the cat out of the bag, which is revealing a secret, or beating a dead horse, which is continuing to argue about something that's already been settled, and raining cats and dogs, which is a heavy rainstorm. Understanding these common idioms can help non-native speakers better understand colloquial English language. Here are 5 more popular idioms using animals. Early bird catches the worm. This idiom means that those who wake up early and start their day early are more likely to be successful or get ahead in life. It compares the morning habits of birds, who catch worms while they're still available, to people who take advantage of opportunities before others do. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A phrase used to describe a situation where you can accomplish 2 things at once with a single action. This idiom refers back to ancient hunting practices when stones were used as weapons. By hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, hunters could conserve ammunition and save time. Curiosity killed the cat. This is often used as a warning against being too nosy or inquisitive about something that doesn't concern you. It implies that satisfying your curiosity could lead to negative consequences. The origin of this idiom is unclear, but it has been traced back to Shakespeare's play, Much Ado About Nothing. Let the cat out of the bag. This is an expression meaning to reveal a secret or confidential information accidentally or intentionally without permission from someone else involved in keeping it under wraps. Its origin dates back 300 years ago when fraudsters would sell pigs in bags, but they replaced them with cats instead. Then they had fooled their customers. A wolf in sheep's clothing. This is an expression describing someone who appears harmless on the outside, but is actually dangerous beneath their exterior facade. Here are some idioms with domestic animals. Straight from the horse's mouth is an idiom that means getting information directly from the most reliable source. The phrase originates from horse racing, where bettors would try to get tips straight from trainers or jockeys who knew about a horse's health and performance. Elephant in the room refers to a big problem or issue that everyone is aware of, but no one wants to talk about it. It comes from the idea of having a large elephant in a small room, which is impossible to ignore. A chicken with its head cut off describes someone who acts in a panicked and uncoordinated way, like a chicken running around aimlessly after having its head cut off. And finally, raining cats and dogs is used when it's raining heavily outside, but has nothing at all to do with cats and dogs. Some people believe that this phrase came about because during heavy rain, stray animals would drown and their bodies would be seen floating along waterways created by the downpours, giving rise to this very strange expression. Here are some common idioms featuring household pets like dogs and horses. Dogs. Barking up the wrong tree means pursuing a mistaken or unproductive course of action. Every dog has its day suggests that everyone will have their moment of glory or success eventually. In the doghouse describes being in disfavor with someone, often due to a mistake or wrongdoing. Here are some with horses. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Advises against examining something given as a gift too closely or critically, since it was freely given and should be appreciated regardless of its flaws. Horse around means behaving playfully or foolishly without regard or consequences, similar to monkeying around. That wraps up Episode 25, Idioms with Animals, Part 1. Come back next week for Idioms with Animals, Part 2. Until then, I hope you're as busy as a bee studying these idioms. Until next time, it's Herbert Lee saying bye for now.